All right, guys, we're back at our sponsored ad campaign dashboard. As you can see, I've already ran some campaigns just for testing purposes. They're not running now; they are inactive. So this was done just to show you what my campaign structure looks like. So remember in the last video when I showed you exactly how to set up the exact match campaign? That would be this one right here. We then do the same exact thing, but do it as phrase. We're targeting the same keywords, same exact keywords. We're making things simple and effective, okay? We then do the same exact thing for broad. Set the budgets to whatever you want, of course. And at the very same time, I also just put in a low bid automatic campaign to let it run. These are the 4 most important campaigns you need to come out of the gate with as soon as you're done with your product launch. Basically, you're just going to hammer home ranking and you're going to continue to train and communicate with Amazon what you are relevant for. You know, we're basically training Amazon and telling them that we are the most relevant for the most highly searched keywords. That's what we're trying to do because we're trying to achieve ranking for those keywords. Now that we know that, you have the campaign structure set up. Let's get into what exactly this stuff is here. What do all these metrics mean? Well, let's just start from left to right. We have the campaign name. We have the status. They're all paused right now. Type, they're just sponsored products. They're not headline. Targeting, manual. We have 3 manuals and 1 automatic, just like we wanted. Start date, end date, budget, impressions. This is the number of times somebody has, the number of times your ad was seen. Basically, the number of eyeballs that have seen your ad. Total of 11,660 eyeballs have seen these ads. I've spent $216. I've obtained 154 clicks. I have made $99 in sales. My average cost per click is $1.41. That's what CPC is. And I've obtained, it says 2 orders, and that seems a little bit off, right? Somebody must have ordered multiple within one of the orders, multiple products. Otherwise, this would be too high. But anyway, we have our orders, and we have our CTR, which is our click-through rate. Okay, and this is the ratio of how often shoppers click on your product ad when displayed. This is calculated as clicks divided by impressions. So sort of like conversion rate, we have click-through rate, and that's basically clicks divided by impressions. 154 divided by 11,660. So what percentage of people who laid eyes on your ad actually ended up clicking it? And this is a very, very, very important metric to monitor. Why? Because it can tell us some very telling things about our own product listing. For example, if we have a very high CTR, it's probably a good indication that our main image is on point. Our main image is great. It's capturing the click. It's doing exactly what it's supposed to. If we have a really, really low CTR, like say point 0.1, we then need to go back to the drawing board and sort of evaluate what the problem is. It might be a main image problem. It might be a listing problem. It might be a price problem. But 99 out of 100 times, it's going to be one of 2 things. Main image sucks or your price is too high. So that's why it's important to monitor CTR. ACOS. ACOS, the most important one of all. Average cost of sale, or advertising cost of sale. So this is calculated by dividing the total ad spend by total sales. So I have a 216% ACOS for this little test campaign setup here. Is that good? Nope, it is horrible. But, I let these campaigns run for all of a couple days. So, no, it's a bad ACOS. The lower the ACOS, the better. That's the thing I want you to realize. So, 216 bad, 10% would be incredible. And what exactly does ACOS mean? So, let's just say that your product selling price is $20, right? So you sell a product for $20 and it required 5%, or no, I'm sorry, it required $5 in sponsored ads spend to obtain that $20 sale. Well, what's $5 in regards to $20? That's 25%. So if it takes you $5 in ad spend to generate a $20 sale, that means you have a 25% ACoS. That's usually what I try to shoot for. It's quite hard sometimes with some products. You just have to play around with it. But yeah, that's how you calculate ACoS. If it costs you $10 to obtain a $20 sale, what would that be? 50% ACoS. If it costs you $20 to obtain a $20 sale, you are now at a 100% ACoS, or what some people like to refer to as break even. Now, for me, that is not break even. For me, that is losing money, and I don't like losing money. So how can you really know if you're profiting from your sponsored ads? Well, you first have to know exactly what your product's profit margin is. For example, if my product's profit margin is 50%, let's just say, if I have a 50% product margin, I know that if I spend $10 to obtain that $20 sale, I'm at a 50% ACoS. So now my margin and ACoS are the same. That is break even to me. That's break even. If we can somehow get our ACoS below our profit margin, we are now actually making money and profiting from the ads. I hope that kind of makes sense. So look, if we have a 50% profit margin, and we have a 50% ACoS, that's break even. If we have a 30% ACoS and a 50% profit margin, we're profiting 20% from that sale. That's how I believe you should look at it. That's how I look at it. Because look, I fully realize that you have to spend money to make money. And in order to really optimize and dial in your sponsored ads, you must buy data, quote unquote, buy data. So you got to spend money to see exactly how your product sticks, what keywords are the most relevant for your product, which keywords convert, which ones don't. It's a constant optimization process of scaling your winners and cutting your losers. And after a couple months, it'll really, really start to level out and become really profitable. But you're going to have to be willing to eat a little bit of cost in the interim, in the beginning. That's just part of the game in order to achieve your ultimate goal of becoming wildly profitable a couple months down the road. So please just have that mindset going in. Don't think you're going to start launching these ads and immediately start making $1 million. That's not how it works, and I'm just telling you what to look out for. Sponsored ads vary so much from product to product. I've had products where I can generate an absolutely absurdly low ACoS for, and I've had products where it's really, really hard to make sponsored ads profitable at all for. I don't really have an answer of why, but you just have to do your own tinkering and playing around. So I hope that makes some sense. In the next video, I am going to show you my secret weapon for sponsored ads to make your life so easy. Can't wait to do that. See you there.